Hey guys, welcome back to the NFL Pick 6 Show Christmas edition.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yep, week 16. Let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
For my first pick, I have the Rams -4 against New Orleans, the Thursday night game.
That was my first pick. I was going to put it at the top of the board. I bumped it down one because it was a Thursday night game, and I actually thought you wouldn't like it.
Oh, I love the Rams. I think they're playing good
I loved
football.
them in this game.
Yeah, I think the Saints are more on like a downward trend, even though they got the win against the Giants. And I think the Rams are more on the upward trend, trying to make the playoffs.
Well, I love this pick, so that is going on the card for sure.
Perfect. What about your number one?
All right, my number one this week is Miami at home, -1.5 against Dallas.
Really?
I know I've been on Dallas a lot,
Yeah.
but I've only been on them at home.
Yep.
I think, mostly, except the one we took against the Bills, which I think exposed a lot for me. You know, I haven't really bought into Dallas all year. I thought they were good at blowing out bad opponents.
Yep.
People say the same about Miami, but these two teams, as long as Miami's healthy enough, I think they just take care of Dallas.
No, I totally agree. I think that I was on the Dallas trend too until we saw them play a road game against a decent team.
Yeah.
And that exposed them big time.
Yeah.
I like Miami in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think the spread is way off.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
think
I would have
Miami
put it
should
at 4 or 5.
I was going to say 4 was my...
Okay, so.
Yeah, I like Miami in that
All
game
right.
too.
Well, good. All right, what else you got?
All right, so this one's a little controversial, but I have Washington +3 at the Jets.
Okay.
So the Jets are the favorite in this game, and Washington's on the road, which they play better at. If you look at their record when they're at home versus on the road, they have all their wins on the road.
My problem with us taking this game is I have to watch it.
That's true. No, it's a boring game. But look, we need the points, and I just think that Washington on the road is going to be way better than the Jets this week. And I think Washington's going to try and pick up that win. It's red versus green, Christmas colors.
Oh, I do like that.
Yeah, I just realized
that. Okay, all right. For me, Jacksonville +1 at Tampa Bay. So Jacksonville has to do something here, right? They have to. And Tampa Bay is sort of just like playing it out at this point, in my opinion. So for me, it's a game of motivation.
Yep.
You know, Jacksonville is going to have to come out and perform, and I think they take care of Tampa.
No, yeah, I mean, Jacksonville, they got the +1, which is nice. So it really just is Trevor Lawrence going to show out today. Is he going to go out there and play football? If he doesn't do anything, they're one of the worst teams in the league, actually.
Agreed. Yeah.
So I'm not against the pick, but Tampa's playing good football, and they're fighting for that #1 seed.
They are.
They're tied with New Orleans.
But Jacksonville, too. I mean, they're fighting at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the Colts and the Texans are both right there.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that Stroud went out,
I know.
you know, because...
Well, he might be coming back this week.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just like, they had no chance to win that game, and it's
know.
like, man, they were just pumping through, and I was kind of hoping to see the Texans win that.
Well, they won the game.
Oh, did they win?
They won last week.
Oh, I didn't know they
Case
ended up winning
Keenum
that one.
scored the game-winning touchdown. It was awesome. So, yeah, Texans are still right there.
I like Case Keenum.
I love Case Keenum, yeah. All right, for my next pick, I have Seattle -2.5 at Tennessee. Seattle just beat the Eagles on a game-winning touchdown.
Who would have thought that? Oh, that's right. I had Seattle, and you liked Philly. Got it. Sorry, I just had to remember that from last week.
Okay.
In your defense, you went 4-1
Yeah.
out of your picks last week, so I won't hold it against you too much.
Well, look, it's not a pick. I'm not picking it because I think Seattle's gonna do good.
Yeah.
I'm picking it because Tennessee's gonna do bad.
Okay.
Will Levis, he's gonna be playing hurt if he plays, and I just think at this point they're not even fighting for anything. I mean,
Okay,
where's
they've been
Tennessee?
looking pretty good over the last couple weeks.
Last week they didn't look too good.
Yeah, well, taking down Miami was pretty decent.
Oh, they beat Miami?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
As 13-point underdog.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I was gonna say. But last week they didn't play too good, and so I think Seattle, they're still right there for the playoffs. So I think that this is a game they need to win. Tennessee, I think they're gonna start going on a downward trend just because they don't have anything to fight for anymore. I mean, their division, it's really just a 3-team race to the top. Tennessee's been left behind. Seattle is a clear pick for me this game.
Okay, I like it. Ready for my Christmas presents this year?
Yep.
Okay, my Christmas presents this year are, I like 2 games on Christmas.
Nice.
Okay, I like Philly -12 against the Giants, and I'll tell you why. Okay, Philly needs to make a statement. Nobody's talking about them anymore. Everybody's like, hey, maybe they make the NFC Championship game, but they're not going to be Super Bowl bound because it's all the Niners. So they've got something to prove.
Yes.
Giants, no longer have anything to prove. Last week, technically, mathematically, they could still make the playoffs. You know, they were feeling it a little bit. They came out, horrible performance, just ugly.
Yeah.
And I see a complete just downslide now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they go out there, maybe they don't even score, and Philly drops 30 on them. So that's why I love this -12. Yeah, I'd be willing to take Giants no touchdowns in this game, or maybe even no points.
Wow. Well, here's the thing. The only thing that scares me just a little bit is it's a division game, like a divisional game, so it could be close. You never know. It's either a blowout or it's a really close game. That's what happens.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I mean, Philly screwed up losing that game when Dallas dropped a game.
Yep.
And they've got to come out and destroy the Giants.
Yeah.
So for a motivational game, I love Philly in this game.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick. It's the only thing that scares me is it's a divisional game, so it could go either way. But honestly, I think you might have the right choice in that one.
All right, what else you got?
I like the Packers -5 at Carolina. Carolina is terrible. Now, I know they just beat the Falcons, but the Falcons are terrible too. So everything's screaming Packers. They're trying to get to the playoffs. They still have a chance. So, I mean, especially if Detroit keeps losing games, they really have a chance. They have a chance at this one.
This was the last pick I left off my board.
Okay.
So I like this pick.
Yeah.
I'm all over it. I think Carolina's done for the year. I think Green Bay still has something to prove.
Yeah.
We're starting to get in those motivational weeks. Who cares? Who doesn't?
Yep, exactly.
And I think, I don't like laying the 5. You know, I would put this game at 3.5.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a dead number at that point from 3.5 to 5. So I like the pick.
Yeah, Packers at just -5. I think the receivers are going to have a big week this week. Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Jalen Reed, they're all going to go crazy.
Yeah, and Carolina is one of those teams that you don't have to worry about them putting too many points on the board. So if Green Bay's putting up points, it's going to be no problem.
All right, who do you got?
I like that. Okay, second half of my Christmas gift special. I like San Francisco at home, -5 against Baltimore. They are by far the best team in the NFL. Baltimore is a great team, but I also think they're getting lucky on a lot of occasions. Spots are working out for them. I think they're going to do what everybody does. They're going to go into San Francisco. They're going to think, hey, we're an equal, and they're going to get pummeled.
Yep. I love the pick. Last week, I heard the craziest thing. Someone said Baltimore is looking like the San Francisco 49ers, and that just made me laugh. It was terrible. I mean, the 49ers are a way better team than the Ravens, and I think they're going to go out there and prove that.
Yeah, I love them.
I love this pick, 49ers -5.5, and it's going to be a great game. I don't think it's going to be a terrible game. I think the 49ers are going to work them, but I think it'll be a good game. So.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, well, for my final pick, I'm picking a lot of, not of the best teams. You have a lot of good teams on your board. I don't have so many good teams. I have more of the close games.
Okay.
So I have the Colts +1 at Atlanta. I honestly think this should be the other way around. I think the Colts are a far better team than Atlanta. And now this is also one that could be 3-0, or it can be 31-28 game. It just yeah.
That's the problem with Atlanta. It's like who shows up in every game.
Yeah, and I think Colts are gonna win this game. I don't think they need the +1. I mean, what does +1 really even do for you in most case scenarios? But I mean, look, Colts, Atlanta, it's the Colts, guys. They're gonna win the game. Atlanta, I feel like they're just kind of done.
Yeah, this is for me is another game like the Washington Jets game that I just didn't want to touch just because there's so much variance with how bad the teams are. But you're on the right side. I mean, if I was forced to bet this game, I would be on the Colts.
Well, I'm kind of rooting for the Colts right now. I mean, I know I like the Texans, but honestly, they have a really good story and a chance to make the playoffs. I think this is awesome. I mean, if the Colts win this game, it would be so cool to see them in the playoffs. I mean, Gardner Minshew, man, who would have thought?
Everybody loves Gardner Minshew.
I know. Who would have thought that he could have carried a mediocre Colts team all the way to a possible playoff spot? That's pretty cool in my opinion. Colts +1, give it to me, man.
All right. My last one, I threw it on as a 6. I actually don't even like it that much. It's Detroit -3 at Minnesota. My rationale behind this was Detroit tends to play well in domes. They need the game. Same point as the Eagles. Everybody's kind of going like, maybe they make it, maybe they don't. So they're no longer the talk of the town. They have to go out and prove it. Minnesota's been struggling. They get to play in a dome. But divisional game, 3 points. Probably not the best pick in the world, but it's my 6th pick.
No, honestly, I agree with that. And I think the 3 points is good. I mean, look, I think Detroit's going to go out there and prove why they're still a good team. And so I mean, with not Romeo Dobbs. What was I thinking? Josh Dobbs maybe not playing. I don't know. Detroit's a good pick to me. I think it's good. Dome, if you look at the stats, they're so much better than the Dome.
Oh, yeah, it's unreal.
So, honestly...
Not traveling very far either.
I know. They're just right there. So, honestly...
they drive.
it's a good pick. I actually wouldn't mind putting that on the card at all.
Okay.
I know. We've been on Detroit a lot this year.
We have been on Detroit a lot, and most of the time it's worked out. We've had a couple
we've had a couple misses. But other than that, they usually do pretty good.
Yes, they do.
But look, they also have to pick up this game because the Packers are getting closer and closer every single week. So... I think this is a game they need.
Okay, so our number ones always seem to go on, right? Because that seems fair.
Well, yeah, mine's the Rams.
Okay, yours the Rams and mine's Miami.
Yep.
So, what else we got for the other three?
I mean, this is tough.
Well, I think we both agree on San Francisco.
Oh yeah, the San Francisco for sure.
So that should be our third.
Yeah, so that's our third pick.
Okay.
And then, do you like the Packers -5 at Carolina?
I do. Out of all your picks that we didn't full on agree on, that's my favorite one.
No, yeah, honestly, I just think it's that's probably my favorite lock of the week. I think Christian Watson's gonna go for 150 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Well, I got no problem putting that in at number 4 then.
All right, let's put it in at 4. I like the Packers.
Okay, great. What else?
I
mean, I personally would like to see Philly -12 against the Giants.
Let's do it.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't mind the pick at all, really. I think that the case scenario, if Philadelphia wasn't in the position that they're in right now, I'd say no way.
It's a situational pick.
No.
Normally I would not want to lay 12 against them. Then that's the kind of team I feel like that blows people out. And I also feel like they're very good at taking their foot off the gas pedal when they do have a lead.
Yeah.
This is a statement game. They have to do it. And even if they do take their foot off the gas pedal, I don't see the Giants scoring in this game.
No, yeah, exactly. I think I see Philadelphia, this number keeps popping in my head, 52 points.
52, man. I thought my 30-0 was a great prediction.
No, I think I don't know. The Giants might score a touchdown, but I see Philadelphia just putting a beating on this team.
I wouldn't be surprised. They need to make a statement.
Yeah, and I think the Giants are just out of it at this point. I mean, DeVito was getting taunted all game. Every time he got sacked, they hit him with
it was pretty bad.
So, I love the pick.
All right. So, you want to give it to him or you want me to do it?
You do it.
All right. So, we've got Miami -1.5 at home against Dallas. Yep. We've got the Rams -4. We've got Philly -12. We've got San Francisco -5. And we've got Green Bay -5 also.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap up the show.
Apparently it is because we're not going to give them a parlay of the week.
But it's not. Oh, my God. How did I forget about the parlay of the week?
All right. What are we going to do?
We both like the Rams. There was your number 2 pick.
We do both like the Rams. The only thing is it's a Thursday night game.
Oh, that's
And so
right.
for the parlay of the week, if anybody's going to catch the show on Friday or Saturday,
that's right.
I want to give them something else.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, for me, I'm going to take San Francisco -5.
I was just about to say San Francisco.
Because that's a great Christmas gift to our fans.
No, yeah.
And what else you got?
I really like the Packers.
Okay.
I feel like that's my favorite pick of the week. Packers -5.
Awesome. Do you want to do a 3-teamer and put Miami in there, or do you want to leave it at 2?
I'll just leave it at 2. I think the 3 these past couple weeks have been just too much.
Yeah, we keep missing by 1, and that's frustrating.
Let's just stay at 2. We're gonna hit it this week, and then we'll go back to 3 next week.
All right. So for your parlay of the week, you've got the Packers -5, and you've got San Francisco Christmas night -5.
Yep, I like it.
All right. Cool.
Okay, well, now this is going to wrap up the show.
Yeah, and be unwrapping in a couple days. I don't know. I try to make that tie into Christmas.
Oh, that was smart. That was smart. But yeah, this is going to wrap up the show, guys. Make sure to go follow our Instagram. We have the Friday finals, Told You Tuesdays, and other fun stuff. And make sure to like and subscribe and hit that post notification bell.
Bong! And follow us, Circa Millions Contest at Pick 6. That's our handle. And yeah.
And with that,
have fun burning your books.